Oh, baby. Come here. Come here. Nice. Hey, folks. Cornell with YouTube Fishing Vids. Do you remember my last video? Well, I shouldn't say my last video. The last video where I was here at the golf course pond where I told you I wouldn't be necessarily even thinking about throwing less than 15-pound test out on a Florida golf course pond or Florida in general. Well, I kind of lied. I decided I wanted to challenge myself. These fish have teeth. Holy crap. Ned rig, guys. I got the Ned rig out. I beefed up the leader line a little bit on my braid and decided to go ahead and see if I can get myself hang tight. This thing's really hooked good. These thin little wired hooks. God, I might have to get pliers. I'm gonna get pliers out here. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get, nope, I got it. There we go, guys. All right, so there's my first bass on a Ned rig. This is 10-pound test fluorocarbon. So 10-pound test on a little I think it's a 1/6 ounce shroom head by T-Man, or by Z-Man, and that's the TRD. And I think that's the California color I've got going on. So I'm trying to catch a giant on a Ned rig and prove the case that little baits don't always just catch little fish. So stick around, let's see what this little guy can do in this golf course pond of mine. Oh man. Oh. There we go. 3 hits in a row. What do I got here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hang on a second, guys. Oh, we never know how big they are until they really start running. Oh, it's not that big. Man, it felt a lot bigger for a second. Ned rig, guys, in the golf course pond, it's just thin weeds. It's not that weedy in here. There's not that much. There's no big, thick stalk lily pads or anything. I can handle it with 10-pound test. That's a nice fish. That's great, great fish on a Ned rig. All right, cool. He ate it deep too. All right, cool. So that's great. All right, come on out of there. There we go. Ned rig's alive and well everywhere. There we go. Damn, 2 casts in a row. Another nice one. Not a bad looking fish. Cool. Come here. Boy, we are going to be in for some numbers tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Second that thing hit the water, I got bit. Second it hit the dang water. Oh, it's not a bad fish. It was swimming at me the whole time, but guys, if that doesn't tell you why it's so important to consider throwing, just a medium 7.2 fast action rod, light braid, launch a Ned rig all the way to the other side of the golf course. A nice fish. Second it hit the water. I mean, the second it hit the water, and I threw it all the way over to the other side, where obviously not a lot of people are fishing because there's not a lot of people that are allowed to fish most of the time. And that weed edge over there, right along the bank, is where a lot of these fish are hanging out. So a little bit better fish on the Ned rig. All right, another reason to cast that bullet. What the hell? The biggest jump I've ever seen. Guys, I've got crappy audio going right now because my little chesty here with the good audio is overheating, and I got to let it cool down a minute before I restart it. And as I was doing it, I was just messing around, and yes, you can't see it now because it threw it. Drop shot. I got the legit full-blown ultra finesse drop shot rod, my famous drop shot setup. That was a Morning Dawn roboworm, and that was a dink on the very first cast with it as I'm waiting for this chesty to cool down. I didn't plan on throwing it much at all, if any, but I thought with the little minute I have, I'd just throw it out there and see what happened. And yeah, he grabbed it on the first try, so I might mix it up a little bit. I might go just all full-blown finesse here with my Ned rig and drop shot here on the golf course pond. So just stay tuned. I'll get this good audio up in a second. All right, guys, check it out. Re-rig. There's the famous roboworm Morning Dawn, 1/8 ounce little cylinder style tungsten weight to go through this little bit of grass that's in here. And yes, I know I'm crazy. I know I talked a whole bunch of smack about never throwing less than 15-pound test. 6-pound test, guys. There's no wood. There's nothing out here to bother it. It's a little bit of grass and maybe a big bass. Let's see what happens. It was the first cast with it last time. This is the second cast with my drop shot. And there it is. Fish on. Jeez. Oh my gosh, this feels like a nice one. First cast was a fish. Second cast with a morning dawn robo worm. This thing's pulling. Oh, I had a big one. Oh, I had a great big one. It didn't do anything until it pulled back. Okay, guys. I'm gonna put another robo worm on. That was the biggest fish of the day. Maybe the biggest fish of these ponds so far. That thing was huge. It was yank and drag. Let's get another one on there. All right, I got a dink, I think. That's swimming at me again. That'd be funny if it picks up. Oh, little guy. That's a little guy, nothing like that giant. Oh my God, I had a giant on. I don't know how big it was, but trust me, I know when it's a big fish, and that one was big. Another dink. That's a little better fish. Not too bad. Got my drag set a little bit looser. All right, okay, all right. About what I've been doing on the Ned rig. Just real light grass, nothing crazy. Right in the nose. All right, there we go. Drop shot Ned rig. Who would have thought? In Florida. Jeez, back-to-back casts. Another decent fish. No complaints whatsoever. Especially considering I got a nice one on. I know I have a chance of hooking one. Back-to-back casts, guys. And the second it hit the water, no doubt. There we go again. The numbers are unbelievable. Oh, right at the shore. All right, guys. Well, I'm going a little hardcore right now. Florida rains come on fast and strong. I'm getting soaked. I'm getting out of here, guys. I asked this question one time in my crazy Whopper Plopper video. I did that little Whopper Plopper 90 up in Chicago on my in-laws' little pond they had in their backyard. Would you rather have a day like I had just now? Or would you go for that 1/8-pound bass in one of these golf course ponds? Leave a comment below. I gotta get out of here. I'm getting soaked. As always, guys, I appreciate you joining me. As always, I appreciate you subscribing. Until we meet again, over and out.